in the short time Democratic candidates have had to campaign for tomorrow's recall primary election, women voters have received a lot of attention.
Some of the Democratic challengers' ads specifically target female voters. News 8's Jenna Trum joins us live in our studio with a look at why the candidates who want to face off against Walker are trying to capture women's votes.
Mark and Lisa, I'm told one of the biggest reasons is also the simplest. Women are more likely than men to vote. And if there's a group that's more likely to head to the polls, it makes sense that a candidate would want that group on their side. But as you can imagine, there's a lot more to it than that. The Democratic frontrunners in Tuesday's recall primary have been rolling out ads aimed at swaying women voters to their side.
What he has done has particularly offended women because who are the educators? Mostly women. Who are the ones that provide health care or have to go to work and worry about their families? Primarily women. Who gets paid 81 cents to the dollar at their job? Women. Cecilia Manrique is the head of the political science department at UWL. She also teaches a class called Women and Politics. And she says the issues at stake in the recall, like education, health care, and union rights, are thought to be ones near and dear to female voters.
If women understand and feel that it's going to have a major impact on their daily lives, then they're going to exercise that right to vote.
So it makes sense for the Democratic challengers to try to frame Governor Scott Walker as an enemy of women. In fact, the phrase war on women has been used by the two Democratic frontrunners, Kathleen Falk and Tom Barrett.
All part of this ideological war, a war against women, a war against working people, a war against Wisconsin values.
Manrique says regardless of whether or not that's a legitimate accusation, it does its job of getting female voters' attention.
They're really very effective snapshots, snippets, sound bites that can be used by individuals who are running for political office, partly because then it captures in the 3 words, what you think the major issues are going to be.
But she says any assumption that women will vote Democrat once they get to the voting booth isn't necessarily accurate.
You really find them working as independent voters who have a mind of their own and therefore will vote because of the issues and not necessarily the political party or the personality of the candidates that are out there.
A spokesperson for Walker's campaign tells me any claims that he is waging a war on women are dishonest and meant to be a distraction to voters.
Thank you, Jenna. The head of UWL's political science department also points out that if a particular candidate gets a significant portion of female voters tomorrow, it could be used as a way to mobilize more women in June's recall primary.